Hey guys, it is Wingy here and welcome to a brand new video. Now today I wanted to talk about some of the movies coming out in 2018, specifically the ones that I really want to see. Now obviously, like with every other year, there are lots of movies that are coming out, but the thing is I'm not going to see all of them. I don't care about some of them, but I do like some of them, so let's talk about them. I'm not really a big cinema goer, like I don't really like cinemas because I had a bad experience when I was younger, but I do appreciate a good movie, and in case anyone wants to know, Blade Runner 2049, that was the best movie of 2017 for me. If you haven't already, go and check it out, as well as the original Blade Runner. But anyway, let's move in, and today we're going to be looking at 5 movies that I cannot wait for this year. First and foremost, Deadpool 2. Now I've spoken about it a couple of times on my channel before, but Deadpool was easily one of the best superhero movies that we have had in the last few years. Not only did we have an actor who was just perfect and born to play the lead role, but we had a superhero movie that actually felt refreshing and like something totally different. Superhero movies have got a lot of tropes over the years, and to see a movie mock that and parody it while still remain true to that original character, I just thought was brilliant. It was funny, it was action-packed, it was quotable as hell, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the sequel, especially now that we have Josh Brolin in as Cable. I am worried that this is going to go to a superhero slump, especially since we don't have the same director, but with Ryan Reynolds still in the role as Deadpool, I mean, even if it's a bad movie, I'm sure he'll still be good in it, so there's that at least. Moving away from Marvel for a bit, Ready Player One is also a film that I'm quite intrigued by this year. Now I don't know what it is. I literally have no idea. I've not looked up the plot or anything. I'm literally going into it blind. But based off of the trailers, it looks visually really interesting, weird, and also incredible at the same time. There's obviously a lot of different references to stuff out there such as Back to the Future and the Iron Giant, but it just looks interesting and unique as a concept. I guess it's like a virtual reality thing, and I know that it's Steven Spielberg as well, unless that's wrong. Fuck's sake. I need to do my research before I make my videos. Make that a priority. Either way, it looks like a lot of fun. I will say though, it does look like one of those movies where visually it's incredible, however plot-wise it's quite thin and a bit shit. Avatar is kind of the main example of that. Yep, I hate Avatar. Fuck Avatar. It's a shit movie. It's so overrated. But hey, this looks good. Ready Player One. Can't wait to see it. Don't do the thing. I get the feeling that if you're a nerd, you can appreciate a film like Ready Player One a bit more. And as I am a nerd, I feel like I'm going to appreciate Ready Player One. I don't know if I'll love it, but I'm just intrigued. Okay, so we're going back to Marvel, and this time I'm going to talk about Black Panther. Now, let me put this into context for you. Spider-Man is my favourite superhero. He's been the first comic book character that I read when I was a kid, and he was always the one that I related to the most. So imagine my surprise then when I went to see Captain America Civil War, a movie that Spider-Man was in for the first time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I actually found Black Panther a lot cooler. I guess the thing is, we've seen Spider-Man multiple times before, and Tom Holland does a great job, don't get me wrong. I thought Homecoming was a really decent film, but Black Panther is something different. He's a character that we haven't seen on the big screen before, and I think he's really unique in the sense that he's not someone who is based in America predominantly. The majority of the Marvel movies have been set in America, so I think it's going to be a refreshing change to see the Marvel Universe take a different turn on the planet Earth. I know the Guardians, I've literally just remembered them. But I think it is interesting that instead of focusing on New York or somewhere like that, we are going to have a whole movie based around Africa. But not just any Africa. This is like Blade Runner Africa. This looks really weird and cool. Because of Civil War, we have already seen T'Challa, and we are pretty much on board with him as a character at this point. So I really want to see where he goes after the events of Civil War. Not only that, we have Michael B. Jordan as the villain, and he is one of my favourite actors at the minute. He nailed it in Creed. He was the best part of the messy pile of shit Fantastic Four movie, whatever the fuck it was. So I can't wait to see him in a bad guy role in this. I just think Black Panther's cool. I really like Black Panther. Plus we get to see a bit more of Andy Serkis, so that's also a good thing. Next up, I'm going for a movie that I imagine a lot of you guys out there would not have heard of, but I really want to make note of this film because I really want more people to be aware of it. Now the movie I think is called Best Friends, however there's a bracket around the R, so I think it might be Best Fiends. I'm not 100% sure. Now if you don't know what this is basically a smaller film that was written by Greg Sestero, the guy who wrote The Disaster Artist and also starred in The Room, and it also stars Tommy Wiseau, who made The Room. And if you don't know what The Room is, oh my god, I think it's on YouTube. Go and check it out. It is the best, worst movie ever made. But this is like their first film together in like 13, 14 years, something like that. And I watched the trailer and I was expecting it to be like another Room, another just absolute disaster shit show. But it actually looks pretty good, I can't even lie. Basically, Greg Sestero's character becomes friends friends with Tommy Wiseau's character, and they get involved in the gold business. In the trailer, there's a lot of weird shots that are really kind of unique, and when you consider that the guy who's in this is the guy who did The Room, it looks like a fucking masterpiece. In comparison. I'm not saying in general, just in comparison to The Room. But not only that, they've got one of the dudes from Imagine Dragons doing the soundtrack. This could potentially either be the best indie movie of the year or another Room. Either way, I want to be there to see it. Best Friends, Best Fiends, whatever it's called, I'm actually kind of excited for it. And obviously, like I say, if you haven't seen The Room, go and check out The Room. I am planning on doing a video on it at some point as well. Okay, so I said 5 and I have one more choice left, and I'm pretty sure at this point you guys are gonna know what I'm gonna say. Avengers Infinity War. How could I not say it? Of course I'm hyped for this movie. I mean, it's been 10 years in the making. Since Iron Man 1, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been building to this film with all of the Avengers in a big fuck-off fight with Thanos. I'm anticipating it to be the best movie of the year. Now, I am worried that this could be a little bit bloated with too many characters and maybe not enough of them getting the correct amount of screen time. I am worried that it's just going to focus so heavy on like Captain America and Iron Man that characters like Hawkeye or Scarlet Witch aren't going to get that much shine. That is always a worry, you know, in these big films with a big ensemble cast, you can't give all the screen time to one person, you do have to balance it out. But I do think, for example, in a film like Age of Ultron or Civil War, they really struggle to find those balances at times. I also don't like the way that Thanos doesn't have the helmet anymore, so hopefully he does actually wear it at some point. But either way, I'm going into this pretty excited. I mean, the last big team-up movie that we had with superheroes was Justice League, and that was decent, but I think this could easily trump it. I really want to see where some of these characters go as well, particularly Captain America, and I made a video about this, but I still think it's either Captain America, Iron Man, or the Vision that's gonna die. It's one of them, or none of them. I could be totally and utterly wrong. Now, of course, there are other movies that are coming out in 2018, but I'm not gonna see all of them. I'm not interested in some of them. Like, I am excited for Aquaman, but not so much that I put it on this list. But then again, a movie like Solo, a Han Solo Star Wars movie, or whatever the hell it's called, I really couldn't give two shits about that film. So there's lots to take in from this year, but let me know in the comments below what 5 movies, or just one, or whatever number, you just pick one. Which movies are you excited for in 2018? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it. Subscribe for more, because there's going to be something coming on my channel soon where I talk about movies a lot more than I usually do. Share this video around and all that good stuff, and if you do any of those things, then I would love you forever. But until next time, guys, you take care of yourselves. Goodbye. Because we've already seen him, T'Challa, remember that fucking word. Urgh. Oh, I'm slipping over my own words, for fuck's sake. Now, the movie, I think, is called Best... Oh. Shut up. Now, if you don't know what this is,